This is it, 1971 Heisman Award winner. One name here.
The winner is Pat Sullivan of Auburn University.
Hey, Pat Sullivan.
Congratulations, Pat.
The 1971 Heisman Trophy belongs to Pat Sullivan of Auburn. The Downtown Athletic Club in New York honored Pat with his dinner on December 2nd. It was a great occasion, an occasion that will long be remembered, not only by Pat and his family, but by Auburn football fans and fans throughout the South. This, then, is the story of the Heisman Trophy, Pat Sullivan, 1971 winner.
In the ceremony to follow, the honor will be officially bestowed upon a fine young man from deep in the heart of Dixie. His name, Patrick Joseph Sullivan, the young war eagle who played his college football for Auburn University at Auburn, Alabama, and did it so well that he became one of the greatest performers in the history of the Southeastern Conference, and the fourth player from the Deep South to receive this most sought-after award. That, in short, is Birmingham's Pat Sullivan, the young man whose three-year job it has been to inspire his teammates, perform a few miracles with a football to get Auburn on top of the scoreboard, and now to lead its charges into the upcoming Sugar Bowl game against Oklahoma University at New Orleans on New Year's Day. Mr. Sullivan, we duly recognize the headlines you've written, and we gather here in acclaim at the Downtown Athletic Club tonight to extend our warmest welcome, share this evening with you, and offer our most sincere congratulations for the job you have done so well.
Pat, I know as long as you live, you'll have to remember Heisman Trophy night at the Downtown Athletic Club in New York.
Yes, sir, I will. It's just been a fantastic experience, and everyone that had anything with me doing coming up here, from my teammates, coaches, and everything else, I thank them from the bottom of my heart.
Well, now, we just pulled you away from a picture session with John Wayne, and I know that's got to be a thrill, and you've met some great football players. I know Pete Dawkins is downstairs, other Heisman winners, and I'm sure it's quite an honor to be in their company.
Oh, it is. It's fantastic just to be around these people. I don't know. I'm just in awe about it all.
Well, of course, many people have asked you how you felt the night you heard about it, but I wonder, did it really sink in on that Thanksgiving night like it has now that you're up here in New York?
No, I really don't think it's really sunk in yet. It's just something we're just going through the motions and kind of numb, and it's just a fantastic experience.
Gene Sullivan, I know you've done some New York shopping and some visiting. You've seen a soap opera, so it's been a great thrill for you, too.
We've had a wonderful time. Everybody's been real nice.
They say a lot about cold old New York City, but it hasn't been so bad, has it?
No, everybody's been real friendly. They really have.
Pat, I know everybody and his brother is wanting to see you downstairs, and we did pull you away, as I say, from John Wayne and others, and so we'll just put our congratulations on and best wishes for you as you go on.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time.
Coach Jordan, I know Auburn University has gotten a lot of great publicity out of this Heisman Trophy. Everybody and his brother down here is wearing an Auburn badge. I think some of them probably never been east of New Jersey.
Well, you're certainly right, Gary, and I've just been talking to a great many pro football players. A lot of them played in the Deep South, like Clemson and Georgia Tech and Ole Miss in particular, and they even wearing Auburn colors tonight. It came a little hard, but they're making the effort because we're all together up here in New York tonight.
Coach, I know you've said it before, but just officially for the record, this Heisman Trophy quarterback, Pat Sullivan, that you'll be losing after the Sugar Bowl game, how about his career at Auburn and what he's meant to your program?
Well, Pat has just been fabulous. He's been a great football player, naturally, but he's been such a great boy on the campus. His leadership has been outstanding, and I don't know, his dedication, his motivation, and it just meant so much to the coaching staff, but in particular to the team. And he's one of the greatest, and of course I've said most of this. Coaching 40 years, you don't run across many Pat Sullivans and Terry Beasleys and Tommy Yearouts and many others that I need to mention, but can't at this particular time. They've been absolutely great, and I think the Sullivan era at Auburn will, it will go down as one of the most fabulous eras in the history of Auburn football.
Coach, I know you're a man who is very interested in history, and I'm sure from a historical point of view it pleases you now that a place where Heisman coach now has a winner in Pat Sullivan.
Well, that's right. And, of course, I didn't know Coach Heisman. He was there at Auburn 1895 through 99, and he was obviously a great coach and a tremendous personality. Professional actor, too, you know. I didn't realize that until I finished some research on him. But he was a great man, but from what I've read about John Heisman, he would have liked Pat Sullivan, too.
Coach Jordan moved from our interview to the rostrum to tell the assembled New Yorkers more about his prize pupil and team captain.
Pat Sullivan got the season rolling real early. The Auburn squad is always invited by the pastor of the First Baptist Church in Auburn to attend the 11 o'clock service on the second Saturday in September. So I turned it over to the captain, Sullivan, with the request that he announce it to the squad. So Pat called them together, and I heard him distinctly say that we will meet at 10 minutes to 11 in front of the Baptist church, where we will attend 11 o'clock Mass. I want to assure Mr. Elroy Hirsch that I've worn the NCAA eligibility books out, and there just ain't no more eligibility left. I only have a very short time to say a few words about Pat Sullivan. Pat Sullivan is a tremendous football player. It's been my pleasure to coach 40 years, and all of it in the Deep South, either the University of Georgia or Auburn University, 35 at Auburn. I've seen the three other Heisman Trophy winners from the Deep South, scouted them, played against them, watched them, Frankie Segwich, Billy Cannon, and Steve Spurrier. And I've read a great deal, news clips, screen clips, read a great deal about the others from all over the country. And I want you to know, in my opinion, Pat Sullivan will stand right beside all of the rest of the Heisman Trophy winners, I'm sure, and positive of that. Been a tremendous football player at Auburn. 25 wins out of 30 contests is not to be sneezed at. He's been the leader along with Terry Beasley, Tommy Yearout, and many, many other fine football players at Auburn and assistant coaches who made far greater contribution than I. So it's a pleasure to be here tonight. I would be remiss, however, if I didn't thank the Downtown Athletic Club for all of your hospitality, Southern all the way, your cordiality. Your cordiality, your warmth, indeed extreme warmth. We shall never forget you. And, of course, at my age, the likelihood of coming back with another Heisman Trophy wonder is dubious, but I'm going to try. But nevertheless, thank you. And he's a great leader, a great football player, a great inspiration, on the field, off the field, a great student, and a great honor has been paid him. And I think it's just great for Pat, and I think he deserves it, and thank you all.
I pay tribute to the fact that he led the entire football team.
Heisman winner Jim Plunkett of Stanford, former pro star Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch, now the Wisconsin athletic director, former Heisman winner Dick Kazmaier of Princeton, and the two men coming up, movie star John Wayne and Sullivan's record-setting receiver Terry Beasley.
Pat.
Thank you, Mr. Rock, other distinguished guest here. You know, coming up tonight, coming up this week, I was trying to think of words I could say right now to express how I feel. And I really couldn't think of them then, so I'll just have to speak from the bottom of my heart. Without these three people who I'd like to introduce right now, I'm certain I wouldn't have been here. If I may, I'd like to introduce my mother and father and my wife. You know, I've said it many times before, and I'll say it again tonight. I wish all of my teammates could be here, because each time you go out on the football field, it's not just one or two, it's the entire group. And I wish all of them who I've been so fortunate to play with over these past 3 years could be here with me tonight to accept something that they all had part in. Coach Jordan, who's been my head coach, and our other assistant coaches have done such a fantastic job of preparing us, and I just thank them from the bottom of my heart. One other thing I would like to say before I sit down. I'm sure that there are probably many Heisman Award winners who deserve this honor more than I. But from the bottom of my heart, I can tell you that none will appreciate it any more than myself. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our historic ceremony is over, and we have proudly added the name of Auburn University's Patrick Joseph Sullivan to the distinguished list of those whose achievements in collegiate football have earned for them America's most coveted individual award, the Heisman Memorial Trophy, presented each year to the nation's most outstanding performer. Now, on behalf of all of the officers...